Florida lawmakers are in session and many groups are looking to put children's issues at the top of the agenda. Ted Granger, president of the United Way of Florida, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Now, the United Way of Florida, they fund important programs, things that you really see are important. So what are the types of things that you look for in terms of the programs that you like to fund? Is there a thread?
Well, Florida's 33 United Ways fund programs to help families, everything from prenatal care to hospice care, and we're really looking to make sure that when we invest, donors' funds, that the programs are making a difference, that they're achieving the outcomes that they say they're going to achieve, and that they're measurable. We can measure the good work that they're doing.
Right, to see the numbers and the
That's
substance
right.
at the end. Now, we're here at Children's Week. Throughout the day, we've seen so many children behind us. Some neat groups have come here today that you know about. Tell me who came through.
Oh, well, we're so excited about this event every year. We have so many people, advocates, business people, parents, students, infants and toddlers coming to highlight children. Today we had a lot of different groups. Florida Youth Shine, a group of young people who have just transitioned out of the child welfare system. A young group of kids from the Redlands Christian Migrant Association who are going to be impacted by a school readiness bill that was passed a little bit earlier today, and a whole lot of others.
And tell me about that bill that was passed.
Well, this is a really big bill that will affect school readiness and voluntary pre-kindergarten programs, basically our education and child care programs for children 0 through age 5. And the bill that passed today, Chairman O'Toole and the Education Committee have put an awful lot of work into, and it's a real step forward in terms of improving the system.
Some of the programs that are kind of near and dear to you, and there are many that you have said are near and dear to you, are the Health Families First Florida and Reading Pals. Tell me a little bit about what the United Way has done for them to make them get into action.
Well, Healthy Families Florida, we have a child that dies from abuse or neglect. Two children a week die from abuse and neglect. Last year we had over 50,000 children that were abused in the state of Florida. Healthy Families Florida has a 98% effective rate in eliminating abuse and neglect in children and through their families who graduate the program. And after 3 years, it's still 95% in the highest risk families in the state of Florida.
Wow.
It's really incredible. They're saving lives every day.
Wow.
The Reading Pals program is a program that Carol and Barney Barnett, who are associated with public supermarkets, have provided funding to United Way together with the Children's Movement of Florida to have mentors in a classroom to read with children and help them be ready to read on grade level by grade 3.
That's fantastic, because there's so many children who miss the mark, but then they're pushed right through.
And if they aren't ready to read by grade 3, the likelihood and the stats show that they probably won't graduate from high school.
Now, you have been with United Way for some 20 years. We have about 30 seconds left. How have things changed over the years in terms of the types of programs that you see need to be funded, or have they remained the same?
I think a lot of the programs have remained the same, but United Ways have become more focused and outcome driven. And instead of kind of funding the universe, they're starting to focus on key issues in their community that they want to solve, and really targeting funding so that issues can be solved rather than kind of the same issues percolating from year to year.
All right, well, I want to thank you so much for being with us today. Sounds like you really like your job.
Thank you for having me, Candace.
Nice to see you. All right, this hour's newsmaker has been Ted Granger, discussing programs benefiting Florida families, and I'm Candace Kelly. Thank you so much for joining us. And we're still